Someone mentioned it at dinner, just a name I used to know. Her daughter's 3 years old now, and I watched the candle glow. I didn't feel the glass tilt, I didn't feel the sting. I just smiled into my napkin at the beauty of the thing. The years have been a river, and I've stepped out on the shore, and I don't wade in looking for the water anymore. I used to count the Aprils, I used to keep the score. Now the calendar is just a kindness at my door. She's a mother, she's a woman who's been loved the way she should. And the boy who couldn't hold her has been learning to be good. Her daughter's 3 years old, her daughter's 3 years old, and somewhere she is laughing at a story being told. Her daughter's 3 years old, her daughter's 3 years old, and I'm smiling with the memory of a hand I used to hold quietly. I'm letting go. I walked home in the evening, through the street lights and the rain, without the phantom weight, without the old and rusted chain. I thought about my wife and the way our son has grown, how the many loves of youth become the single one you own. There's a photograph of 20 in the attic of my chest. I visited like a chapel, then I let the memory rest. Somewhere you are reading to her in the yellow lamp, and the letter of our story has been finally softly stamped. Not forgotten, not dismissed, just received and put away, like an answer to a prayer that I didn't know to pray. It's enough for today. Your daughter's 3 years old, her daughter's 3 years old, and the man I used to be is finally warm inside the cold. Her daughter's 3 years old, her daughter's 3 years old, and I'm blessing you with every breath as we're growing old. I'm blessing you as we're growing old. Her daughter's 3 years old, 3 years old, 3 years old. Softly, amen. Found a picture on a stranger's feed today. You're holding a girl in a dress of faded blue. She's got your eyes, or maybe just the way I remember them back when we were 20. Coffee's cold, the rain is tapping on the glass. I'm finally smiling as the shadows pass. I was a wildfire, I was a storm in a cage. Every word a weapon, every silence a page. But the years have a way of rounding every edge. I've laid my armor down. I'm gentle now, I'm gentle now. I've made my peace with the ghost of us. I'm gentle now, I'm gentle now. Trading all the gold for the settled dust. You look happy, and I mean it when I say I'm glad you found your way. We were burning bridges just to see the light. Held you so tight, I forgot how to touch. I called it love, but it was only fright of losing a ghost that I love too much. Now there's a version of us I can't reach, but silence is the only thing I have to teach. Somewhere down the line, no, I'm wishing you the sun, not the bitter wine. No letters needed, no signs in the air, just the quiet beauty of an answered prayer. I'm gentle now, I'm gentle now, with every scar that we used to be. I'm gentle now, I'm gentle now. The boy I was is finally free. You are happy, and that's the ending I need. A simple truth, a quiet seed. I am gentle now, gentle now, gentle now, quietly free. The kitchen light is amber, the kettle's at a hum. My daughter's dancing shadows on the wall. A summer I'd forgotten, like a long-lost friend, has let itself back in through the hall. The radio is playing something soft and low. I'm not crying, I'm just watching the embers glow. I was 20 with a heart too wild to hold, buying silver when I should've looked for gold. But the girl who used to tremble found a steady beat. She traded the wildfire for the summer heat. years were kind. The years were kind. They took the door I couldn't close and locked it from inside. I don't miss him like a wound, I miss him like a song. I've forgotten all the words, but the melody lives on. The years were kind, and I've moved on. My daughter has a laugh that clears the heavy air. He holds my mornings with a gentle hand. I wouldn't trade this Tuesday for the August we once shared, or the house we built on shifting desert sand. The window's full of evening, the sky is violet blue. I've got everything I wanted, and the love that's true. If the girl I was could see me at the sink tonight, she'd be frightened of the silence. She'd be looking for a fight, but I'd whisper, honey, trust me, the quiet is a gift. It's the anchor in the ocean, it's the ending of the drift. The years were kind. The years were kind. I forgave the ghost of us for what we couldn't find, and the love I finally have is the one I almost missed. He's leaning in the doorway, and I'm crossing off the list. The years were kind. Oh, they were kind. The years were kind, so kind, so kind, so kind. Just a hum, and then I'm gone. It's raining on the city like it did that April night when you ran across the avenue chasing down the light. I was laughing on the corner, just a ghost inside the mist, and I'm still holding on to every moment that we missed. 10 years in a winter couldn't wash the slate quite clean, but the rain knows every secret of the boy I might have been. I was reckless with your silence, I was loud when I was wrong, building castles out of whispers, then I tear them down by dawn. But the boy beneath the street lamp, he's a stranger I still know. He's the part of me I finally had to let go. It's a 20-year-old rain, 20-year-old rain, falling on a man who's finally through with the blame. I'm not reaching for a shadow, I'm not running from the pain. I'm just standing in the blessing of a 20-year-old rain. Let it wash, let it stay. It's a beautiful day. at a table, tucked away from the cold, smoothing down her golden hair as the evening starts to fold. I see it like a movie through a window blurred by gray, and for the first time in my life I don't wanna look away. The rain is getting heavier, but my heart is feeling light, knowing you are warm and safe and finally out of sight. And if the sky is crying, it's not for you and me, it's just a long due baptism to set the memory free. I'm standing in a puddle where the old versions dissolve into the quiet peace of a long overdue resolve. It's a 20-year-old rain, 20-year-old rain, falling on a man who's finally found his own name. I'm not asking for an answer, there's no ghost left to restrain. I'm just standing in the mercy of a 20-year-old rain. Oh, let it rain, let it rain, 20-year-old rain, 20-year-old rain. I'm clean now. A ticket stub fell from a drawer today. A movie we slept through, a life tucked away. You were sketching on a napkin, lost in the blue. I kept it like a secret I didn't want to be true. I didn't take a picture when you turned to go. Some things are brighter when they're left in the low. Moments I lost 'cause I didn't lift the lens. The boy with the freckles, the way the road ends. I don't grieve the silence, I don't chase the light. I just frame the shadows in the middle of the night. Photographs I never took, photographs I never took are the sweetest kind of album that I keep. Photographs I never took, photographs I never took are the only kind of memory that's deep for the girl I was and the love we lost before I learned to look. My daughter found the shoebox on the highest shelf. She asked about the letters, she asked about myself. I told her they were colors from a coat I used to wear. beautiful and heavy and too much to bear. She closed the lid so gently, like she already knew that some stories are truer when they're half read through. And somewhere in a city, under different stars, he's laughing in a kitchen, healing all his scars. I hope he never captures the peace he finally found. I hope he lets the quiet be his only holy sound. Photographs I never took, photographs I never took, are the sweetest kind of album that I keep. Photographs I never took, photographs I never took, are the only kind of memory that's deep. For the girl I was and the love we lost, they're lovelier unhooked. Photographs I never took, never took, never took, softly unheld. There's a hairline crack above my bedroom door. I've been meaning to paint it for a year or maybe 4. But every Tuesday morning when the sun is at a lean, it traces out a golden line, a path I've never seen. It cuts across your photograph right where we used to bend. And I just let the light do the thing I couldn't do myself. I held my breath like it was gold, I kept the windows tight. I thought the only way to heal was hiding from the light. But a crack is not a failure, it's a promise in the wall that the house still has a memory of the sun before the fall. This is where the light gets in, where the light gets in, through the jagged edges of the man I've been. This is where the light gets in, where the light gets in, shining on the boy I used to be, slowly setting him free, setting him free. The neighbor's little girl is taking steps out in the hall. She's laughing at the gravity every time she has to fall. And I think about the letter that I wrote but never sent, the one that said I'm sorry for every way we bent. I hope the wind has told you, I hope you understand that the light is finally reaching every corner of my head. torn. Nothing is too broken for the mercy of the morn. I don't need a perfect story, I don't need the ending whole. I just need the gold to find the winter in my soul. This is where the light gets in, where the light gets in. Through the silent places where the healing can begin. This is where the light gets in. Ooh, where the light gets in. Shining on the man I'm finally learning to be. Quietly, quietly. Where the light gets in. Gently lit. The crack is where it starts. Heard it secondhand today at the corner store. A casual word like a weather report, nothing more. You were married in the spring to a girl with a quiet name, in a chapel by the river, far from the reach of blame. The floor didn't tilt, the world didn't lose its light. I just held my bag of apples and kept the secret tight. There's a kind of news that settles like dust upon a shelf. You don't brush it off, you just keep it to yourself. And I wondered at the woman who had learned to love you slow, all the tenderness she offered that I didn't know to show. A wedding in the spring, a wedding in the spring. I hope the river ran forever and the bells had mouths to sing. A wedding in the spring, a wedding in the spring. I was nowhere in the pictures, and that's a quiet, holy thing. I drove home in the afternoon through the tunnels of green, thinking of the vows we made and the ones we didn't mean. Not with any bitterness, not with a heavy chest, just the way a story feels when it finally finds its rest. My daughter asked me what was wrong. I smiled and shook my head. I said I heard an old song playing somewhere in my chest. And if the sun was out that Saturday, I hope the sky was white. I hope she laughed at every joke you tucked away inside. I hope you danced the way you used to, clumsy and sincere. I'm glad you found a mountain that you didn't have to climb. A wedding in the spring, a wedding in the spring. I hope the river ran forever and the bells had mouths to sing. A wedding in the spring, a wedding in the spring. I was nowhere in the pictures, and that's gift that love can keep. A wedding in the spring, so green, softly elsewhere. The tuxedos hanging on the closet door, my brother's snoring on the den's pull-out floor. I poured a glass of whiskey, stood beside the sink, and I thought of you for the first time in a long and quiet week. We used to meet every day at that diner on the bend. Thought the coffee in the summer and the laughing wouldn't end. Not to hurt, not to hold, just to honor what was real, like a letter to an address that the mail could never seal. And I thanked you for the fighting and the learning to be still, for the things I couldn't give you that I finally gave my wife, for the softness that you taught me when you walked out of my life, for the long unfolded lesson that I finally made my will. The night before I said I do, the night before I knew that a vow is not a promise to the past we can undo. The night before I said I do, the moon was clear and new, and I blessed the girl of 20 who had loved me into truth. And I said I do. And I said I do. The kitchen window held a sliver of the gray. I remembered how we talked until the breaking of the day. I remembered how you laughed the first time that I made you cry. And I wasn't proud, I wasn't bitter, I was just a man at 30. Somewhere you were sleeping with a daughter at your side, and I raised my glass to the woman who had taught me how to try. Flowers and a father at the aisle, and a woman walking toward me with the whole world in her smile. But tonight is for the shadows, for the us that had to die, so I could look her in the eye and never have to lie. The night before I said I do, the night before I knew that a heart can hold two rivers and still run clear and true. The night before I said I do, the moon was clear and new, and I blessed the girl of 20, and I blessed the man I grew. The night before I said I was pushing a cart through aisle number 3, checking the price on a bag of frozen peas, when the speakers overhead started playing that tune, the one you used to hum when you were making up the bed. I hadn't cried about you in the longest, quietest while, but my hand went still above the cart, and the world held its breath. The fluorescent light felt a little too bright for the day. There's a kind of ghost that lives in the grocery line. It doesn't need a graveyard, it just waits for its time. It just finds you in the produce with your list in your hand, and reminds you that a feeling never really leaves the land. A song I didn't mean to hear, a song I didn't mean to hear, pulled you out of the shadows on a Wednesday, crystal clear. A song I didn't mean to hear, a song I didn't mean to hear. And I stood there by the freezer and I let the old year near. Just for a second, I let you stay here. I finished up the shopping, I drove the groceries home. My daughter watched her cartoons while I put the carrots down. I sat on the kitchen floor for just a minute, maybe 2, and I let the tears arrive like an old familiar crew. They didn't stay for long, they didn't come to take me back, just to say you mattered once, and I said yes, that's a fact. And I called my mother later, and I didn't say a word about the song or the aisle or the feeling that it stirred. I just asked if it's raining back home in the north, 'cause the life that I've built is the only one worth moving forth, moving forth. A song I didn't mean to hear, a song I didn't mean to hear, came like a visitor on Wednesday, then started to clear. A song I didn't mean to hear, a song I didn't mean to hear. I thanked it for coming, then I dried every tear. I'm still here, I'm still here. A song I didn't mean to hear, didn't mean softly goodbye.
I was having beers with Peter on a patio last night. He brought up that apartment with the broken bathroom light, the one where you'd scream 'cause a spider hit the sink, and I'd come in with a shoe while you were standing in the drink. I haven't thought about that bathroom in a decade, maybe 2, but a laugh came out of nowhere and I spilled my drink on Pete. It wasn't sad, it wasn't sweet, it was just a thing that was the way you'd say Tuesday, like it rhymed with just because. how you'd eat the oranges but leave the peel in little piles. 100 dusty nothings that I banked for later smiles. I still laugh about it, I still laugh about it. The way we were so young, we didn't know to doubt it. I still laugh about it, I still laugh about it. Every little stupid thing, I'm so glad we went and did it. Yeah, I'm glad we were in it. There was that time we missed the last bus on the 4th of July, and we walked home barefoot through the smell of burning sky. You were mad at me for something that I've long since let go, and we laughed so hard we couldn't even finish up the road. I saw a couple on the sidewalk yesterday, about that age. She was hitting him with flowers, and it made my afternoon bright. And someone asked me recently if I had any regrets. I thought about the bathroom and the bus and the cigarettes, and I said no, not really, 'cause the story's in the scar, and I wouldn't change a single thing about how we traveled this far. How we traveled this far. I still laugh about it, I still laugh about it. The way we were so young, we didn't know to doubt it. I still laugh about it, I still laugh about it. Every little stupid thing, I'm so glad we went and did it. I'm so grateful we were in it. I still laugh about it. Sunlight on the floor. We were sitting at the counter, she was buttering her toast, when she looked up with those serious eyes, asking who I loved most. Before her dad, before her name, before the kitchen clock, before the Sunday pancakes and the key turned in the lock. I stirred the sugar slowly, watching the steam begin to rise, and I saw a ghost of 20 reflecting in her eyes. I said, honey, there was someone a long and burning time ago. He taught me how to hold a hand and how to let it go. He isn't a shadow anymore, he's more like a quiet song, a melody I kept in a box where it always did belong. My daughter asked me if I ever loved somebody else before the man who is forever. My daughter asked me if I ever, and I told her yes, my love. And it's how I learned to gather all the pieces of the woman who became your happy mother. She wanted to know his name. I said it's just a secret ingredient now.
spice inside the soup, or a whisper in a vow. She asked if I still cried. I said I'm not the crying kind. It's more like an old Polaroid of sunlight I don't hide. She nodded like a grown-up, then she went back to her crumbs. And I laughed because she has my habit of drumming with her thumbs. And I thought about the girl in the rain, 20 years behind, who thought a broken heart was the only thing she'd find. I wish that I could tell her from this kitchen, from this light, that one day she'd be making toast and answering a question fair. My daughter asked me if I ever loved somebody else before the life we have together. My daughter asked me if I ever, and I told her yes, my love. And it's how I learned to weather every storm that brought me here, to this quiet, holy weather. My daughter asked me if I ever, gently, I just smiled.
My son came home past midnight with a phone inside his fist and a jaw set like a man who's just been told he won't be missed. He didn't want a lecture, he didn't want a plan. He just wanted me to sit there on the porch and be a man. I passed him half a beer, let the cold condensation run, and I saw the boy I was at 20 reflecting in my son. There's 1,000 words of wisdom I could use to kill the ache, but the ache is how the soul of a young man learns to wake. I remember every uncle, every preacher in my youth, and the only thing that taught me was the slow unfolding truth. Don't tell him what I know, don't tell him what I know. Let him find it in the garden where the real lessons grow. Don't tell him what I know, don't tell him what I know. 'Cause the love I lost at 20 is the love I had to sow, to become the man who lets him go. He asked me if it hurts forever, and I gave him half a smile. I said, son, it changes shape, but it stays for quite a while. It builds a little chapel in the hollow of your chest, where you'll go on quiet Sundays just to let the memory rest. He nodded like he heard me, and he didn't ask for more. I stayed out on the porch
caught between our prayers. And I wanted to call my father, and I wanted to call her too, just to say I finally understand the thing they had to do. The ones who watched me stumble with their wisdom locked away, they weren't being cold, they were just letting me find my day. Don't tell him what I know, don't tell him what I know. Let him walk into the weather and come home when he's slow. Don't tell him what I know, don't tell him what I know. 'Cause the love I lost at 20 is the gift I'm watching grow. And I'm just the soil letting him go. Don't tell him what I know, what I know, what I know. Quietly let him find it. The leaves are turning copper on the maple down the street. I opened up the glass and I let the weather meet. The kitchen where I'm standing with a mug against my chest. A Tuesday in October, doing what it does the best. I found myself just wondering, and I didn't push away, if the man I used to love is having autumn like my day. Not to reach him, not to send a note across the years, just to wonder like a stranger at a festival of leaves, if he drinks his coffee darker than he used to back before, if he's keeping all the seasons that I still keep on the floor. Does he still remember autumn? Does he still remember autumn? Or is the season just a bottom of a cup that's run and gone? Does he still remember autumn? Does he still remember autumn? When the fire in the trees was the only light we hung. I remember how we argued in a park of burning red. You were shaking in your shirt sleeves, I gave you my coat instead. We walked home through the amber with our shoulders touching light, and a thing I thought was fragile turned out sturdy for the night. I don't know his children's faces, I don't know his current life, but I hope the autumn finds him in a warm and steady place. And then my husband's at the door with a basket full of pears from the tree our neighbor planted when my daughter wasn't here. I kissed him on the forehead and I took the fruit inside, because the life I've built is warm and there's nowhere left to hide. It's enough to be alive. Does he still remember autumn? Does he still remember autumn? Does the copper of the maple ever catch him in the throat? Does he still remember autumn? Does he still remember autumn? I hope it does, I hope it doesn't. It's a letter I never wrote, just a ghost in a golden coat. Does he still remember autumn? Remember autumn? Softly let it fall.
Spelling bee on Thursday at the school my son attends. I was sitting with the fathers, leaning back against the wall, folding up the program just to keep my fingers still, when I looked across the rows and I saw the tilt of you. Same shoulders, same shadow, the one I once knew. Did you see me too? Did you see me too? In the back of the auditorium, did you see me too? Did the 20 years collapse into a single quiet breath? Or did you keep on watching like a stranger at the rest? Did you see me too? Your son was on the stage, or was it your daughter at the mic? I couldn't read the program through the fluorescent white. You turned your head toward the podium, but something held between, and for a heartbeat second I thought that I was seen. The winning word was spoken and the room began to rise. You gave me just a nod beside the exit of the aisle. Did you see me too? Did you see me too? In the crowd of all those parents, did you know it was me? Did the nod you gave at the exit mean the thing I thought it meant? Or was I reading pages that you hadn't even sent? Did you see me too? The smile was for me, or the stranger in the road. And I'll keep the question folded like a program in my coat. Did you see me too? Did you see me too? In the space between the seats, did you feel the 20 turn?
Did the shadow of us cross the fluorescent hall again? Or is this the only memory that's mine to understand? Did you see me too? Did you see me too? Did you see me too? See me too, see me too. Softly, I'll never know. I folded up my coat and hung it gently in the hall. I folded up the program that my son had filled with drawings. I folded up the evening with a glass beside the sink. I folded up the shadow that I saw across the seating. My husband asked about the show. I folded up my voice, and I gave him just the surface that a Tuesday night allows. I'm folding, I'm folding, I'm folding it away, like a napkin in a drawer for a quieter day. I'm folding, I'm folding, I'm folding it in half, and I'll fold it one more time until it fits inside my laugh. I folded down the bedsheet and I folded up my prayers. I folded up the question of whether he had seen me there. I folded up the wondering into a smaller square until it weighed no more than a receipt or a strand of hair. My daughter needed help with something written on the wall. I folded all my 20-year-old feelings in the hall. I'm folding, I'm folding, I'm folding it away, like a letter to a person that I'm never going to mail. I'm folding, I'm folding, I'm folding it so tight that the crease becomes a compass pointing forward through the night. Some women burn the paper, some women tear it through, but I just keep on folding because folding's what I do. The paper doesn't disappear, it just becomes a smaller kind of a thing that used to hurt and now is tucked behind. I'm folding, I'm folding, I'm folding it away, like a program from an auditorium on an ordinary day. I'm folding, I'm folding, I'm folding it to rest, and the crane it finally becomes is the proof that I was blessed. I'm folding, folding softly into shape. was pushing a cart through aisle number 3, checking the price on a bag of frozen peas, when the speakers overhead started playing that tune, the one you used to hum when you were making up the bed. I hadn't cried about you in the longest, quietest while, but my hand went still above the cart and the world held its breath. The fluorescent light felt a little too bright for the day. There's a kind of ghost that lives in the grocery line. It doesn't need a graveyard, it just waits for its time. It just finds you in the produce with your list in your hand, and reminds you that a feeling never really leaves the land. A song I didn't mean to hear, a song I didn't mean to hear, pulled you out of the shadows on a Wednesday, crystal clear. A song I didn't mean to hear, a song I didn't mean to hear. And I stood there by the freezer, and I let the old year near. Just for a second, I let you stay here. I finished up the shopping, I drove the groceries home. My daughter watched her cartoons while I put the carrots down. I sat on the kitchen floor for just a minute, maybe 2, and I let the tears arrive like an old familiar crew. They didn't stay for long, they didn't come to take me back, just to say you mattered once, and I said yes, that's a fact. And I called my mother later, and I didn't say a word about the song or the aisle or the feeling that had stirred. I just asked if it's raining back home in the north, 'cause the life that I've built is the only one worth moving forth. Moving forth. A song I didn't mean to hear, a song I didn't mean to hear, came like a visitor on Wednesday, then started to clear. A song I didn't mean to hear, a song I didn't mean to hear. I thanked it for coming, then I dried every tear. I'm still here, I'm still here. A song I didn't mean to hear, didn't mean softly goodbye.
Spelling bee on Thursday at the school my son attends. I was sitting with the fathers, leaning back against the wall, folding up the program just to keep my fingers still, waiting for the teacher to announce who's coming up. Then I looked across the rows and I saw the tilt of you. Same shoulders, same shadow, the one I once knew. The lights felt heavy, a fluorescent kind of white. My son was called to stage and I gripped the paper tight. I didn't turn my head, but I watched you with my side. A 20-year-old secret with nowhere left to hide. Across the auditorium, across the auditorium, 20 years collapsed into the space between a breath. Across the auditorium, across the auditorium, and I couldn't tell if seeing you was right or if it's wrong. The winning word was spoken and the room began to rise. I fought the crowded aisle, avoiding every pair of eyes. But there you were, beside the exit, by the heavy wooden door. And for a heartbeat second, we were 21 once more. You gave me just a nod, a little smile that didn't speak, a quiet "it's alright" written on your weathered cheek. I walked back to the car with a rattle in my grip, a paper crane my son had made from the program's folded tip. I sat behind the wheel, watching families fade away, thinking how the universe has such a cruel and kindly way to put us in a room just to see if we'd stay. Across the auditorium, across the auditorium, 20 years collapsed into a nod that said it all. Across the auditorium, across the auditorium, I drove my son home through the dusk, feeling very small, but finally letting the curtain fall. Across the auditorium, softly we passed. Spelling bee on Thursday at the school my son attends. I was sitting with the fathers, leaning back against the wall, folding up the program just to keep my fingers still, when I looked across the rows and I saw the tilt of you. Same shoulders, same shadow, the one I once knew. Did you see me too? Did you see me too? In the back of the auditorium, did you see me too? Did
the 20 years collapse into a single quiet breath? Or did you keep on watching like a stranger at the rest? Did you see me too? Your son was on the stage, or was it your daughter at the mic? I couldn't read the program through the fluorescent white. You turned your head toward the podium, but something held between, and for a heartbeat second I thought that I was seen. The winning word was spoken, and the room began to rise. You gave me just a nod beside the exit of the aisle. Did you see me too? Did you see me too? In the crowd of all those parents, did you know it was me? Did the nod you gave at the exit mean the thing I thought it meant? Or was I reading pages that you hadn't even sent? Did you see me too? Stranger in the row, and I'll keep the question folded like a program in my code. Did you see me too? Did you see me too? In the space between the seats, did you feel the 20 turn? Did the shadow of us cross the fluorescent hall again? Or is this the only memory that's mine to understand? Did you see me too? Did you see me too? Softly, I'll never know.
The leaves are turning copper on the maple down the street. I opened up the glass and I let the weather meet. The kitchen where I'm standing with a mug against my chest. A Tuesday in October, doing what it does the best. I found myself just wondering, and I didn't push away, if the man I used to love is having autumn like my day. Not to reach him, not to send a note across the years, just to wonder like a stranger at a festival of leaves, if he drinks his coffee darker than he used to back before, if he's keeping all the seasons that I still keep on the floor. Does he still remember autumn? Does he still remember autumn? Or is the season just a bottom of a cup that's run and gone? Does he still remember autumn? Does he still remember autumn? was the only light we hung. I remember how we argued in a park of burning red. You were shaking in your shirt sleeves, I gave you my coat instead. We walked home through the amber with our shoulders touching light. And a thing I thought was fragile turned out sturdy for the night. I don't know his children's faces, I don't know his current life, but I hope the autumn finds him in a warm and steady place. Husband's at the door with a basket full of pears from the tree our neighbor planted when my daughter wasn't here. I kissed him on the forehead and I took the fruit inside, because the life I've built is warm and there's nowhere left to hide. It's enough to be alive. Does he still remember autumn? Does he still remember autumn? Does the copper of the maple ever catch him in the throat? Does he still remember autumn? Does he still remember autumn? I hope it does, I hope it doesn't. It's a letter I never wrote, just a ghost in a golden coat. Does he still remember autumn? Remember autumn? Softly let it fall.
My son came home past midnight with a phone inside his fist and a jaw set like a man who's just been told he won't be missed. He didn't want a lecture, he didn't want a plan. He just wanted me to sit there on the porch and be a man. I passed him half a beer, let the cold condensation run, and I saw the boy I was at 20 reflecting in my son. There's 1,000 words of wisdom I could use to kill the ache, but the ache is how the soul of a young man learns to wake. I remember every uncle, every preacher in my youth, and the only thing that taught me was the slow unfolding truth. Don't tell him what I know, don't tell him what I know. Let him find it in the garden where the real lessons grow. Don't tell him what I know, don't tell him what I know, 'cause the love I lost at 20 is the love I had to sow to become the man who lets him go.
asked me if it hurts forever, and I gave him half a smile. I said, son, it changes shape, but it stays for quite a while. It builds a little chapel in the hollow of your chest, where you'll go on quiet Sundays just to let the memory rest. He nodded like he heard me, and he didn't ask for more. I stayed out on the porch, caught between our prayers. I wanted to call my father, and I wanted to call her too, just to say I finally understand the thing they had to do. The ones who watched me stumble with their wisdom locked away, they weren't being cold, they were just letting me find my day. Don't tell him what I know, don't tell him what I know. Let him walk into the weather and come home when he's slow. Don't tell him what I know, don't tell him what I know. 'Cause the love I lost at 20 is the gift I'm watching grow. And I'm just the soil letting him go. Don't tell him what I know, what I know. Quietly let him find it.
I folded up my coat and hung it gently in the hall. I folded up the program that my son had filled with drawings. I folded up the evening with a glass beside the sink. I folded up the shadow that I saw across the seating. My husband asked about the show. I folded up my voice, and I gave him just the surface that a Tuesday night allows. I'm folding, I'm folding, I'm folding it away, like a napkin in a drawer for a quieter day. I'm folding, I'm folding, I'm folding it in half, and I'll fold it one more time until it fits inside my laugh. I folded down the bed sheet, and I folded up my prayers. I folded up the question of whether he had seen me there. I folded up the wondering into a smaller square, until it weighed no more than a receipt or a strand of hair. My daughter needed help with something written on the wall. I folded all my 20-year-old feelings in the folding, I'm folding, I'm folding it away, like a letter to a person that I'm never going to mail. I'm folding, I'm folding, I'm folding it so tight that the crease becomes a compass pointing forward through the night. Some women burn the paper, some women tear it through, but I just keep on folding, because folding's what I do. The paper doesn't disappear, it just becomes a smaller kind of a thing that used to hurt and now is tucked behind. I'm folding, I'm folding, I'm folding it away, like a program from an auditorium on an ordinary day. I'm folding, I'm folding, I'm folding it to rest, and the crane it finally becomes is the proof that I was blessed. I'm folding, folding softly into shape.
Found a picture on a stranger's feed today. You're holding a girl in a dress of faded blue. She's got your eyes, or maybe just the way I remember them back when we were 20. Coffee's cold, the rain is tapping on the glass. I'm finally smiling as the shadows pass. I was a wildfire, I was a storm in a cage. Every word a weapon, every silence a page. But the years have a way of rounding every edge. I've laid my armor down. I'm gentle now, I'm gentle now. I've made my peace with the ghost of us. I'm gentle now, I'm gentle now. Trading all the gold for the settled dust. You look happy, and I mean it when I say I'm glad you found your way. We were burning bridges just to see the light. Held you so tight, I forgot how to touch. I called it love, but it was only fright of losing a ghost that I love too much. Now there's a version of us I can't reach, but silence is the only thing I have to teach.
No letters needed, no signs in the air, just the quiet beauty of an answered prayer. I'm gentle now, I'm gentle now, with every scar that we used to be. I'm gentle now, I'm gentle now. The boy I was is finally free. You are happy, and that's the ending I need. A simple truth, a quiet seed. I'm gentle now, gentle now, gentle now, quietly free. Someone mentioned it at dinner, just a name I used to know. Her daughter's 3 years old now, and I watched the candle glow. I didn't feel the glass tilt, I didn't feel the sting. I just smiled into my napkin at the beauty of the thing. The years have been a river, and I've stepped out on the shore, and I don't wade in looking for the water anymore. I used to count the Aprils, I used to keep the score. Now the calendar is just a kindness at my door. She's a mother, she's a woman who's been loved the way she should. And the boy who couldn't hold her has been learning to be good. Her daughter's 3 years old, her daughter's 3 years old, and somewhere she is laughing at a story being told. Her daughter's 3 years old, her daughter's 3 years old, and I'm smiling with the memory of a hand I used to hold. Quietly, I'm letting go. I walked home in the evening, through the street lights and the rain, without the phantom weight, without the old and rusted chain. I thought about my wife and the way our son has grown, how the many loves of youth become the single one you own. There's a photograph of 20 in the attic of my chest. I visit it like a chapel, then I let the memory rest. Somewhere you are reading to her in the yellow lamp, and the letter of our story has been finally softly stamped. Not forgotten, not dismissed, just received and put away, like an answer to a prayer that I didn't know to pray. It's enough for today. Her daughter's 3 years old. Her daughter's 3 years old. And the man I used to be is finally warm inside the cold. Her daughter's 3 years old. Her daughter's 3 years old. And I'm blessing you with every breath as we're growing old. I'm blessing you as we're growing old. Her daughter's 3 years old. 3 years old. 3 years old. Softly, amen.
I hung my coat behind the door. I did it very slow. My daughter's at her homework in the lamp's amber glow. I poured a glass of water and I stood beside the sink, and I watched the steam from dinner rise, and I didn't want to think. My husband asked about the show. I said it went okay. I didn't mention the shadow that I'd crossed in the hallway. Not to keep a secret, not to hide a burning flame, just because some things are holy when they don't have a name. A country made of silence with a border of its own, where every version of our story can be softly, finally known. I saw him too today. I saw him too today. A little knot of silver at the exit of a play. I saw him too today. I saw him too today. And we passed each other quietly, and we let each other stay. We're both okay. We're both okay. I splashed my face with water, staring steady at the glass, watching how the years have let the heavy shadows pass. The woman in the mirror didn't flinch and didn't cry. She just blinked the way you do when time has traveled by. I brushed my teeth, I turned the light, I walked along the floor, and my daughter asked me something small about her alphabet on the wall. And I lay down in the darkness, heard my husband's even breath, and I thought about the man across the room who used to sleep right where my husband's sleeping, in a different kind of bed, in the chapter of the book I closed before this one had begun. And the book is finally heavy, and I'm finally putting it down. Lay it down. Lay it down. I saw him too today. I saw him too today. The universe had nothing left, but I hope you're well to say. I saw him too today. I saw him too today. We passed each other quietly, and we let each other stay in the life we chose and the roles we play. I saw him too today. Saw him too. Softly. Good night.
I was having beers with Peter on a patio last night. He brought up that apartment with the broken bathroom light, the one where you'd scream 'cause a spider hit the sink, and I'd come in with a shoe while you were standing in the drink. I haven't thought about that bathroom in a decade, maybe two. But a laugh came out of nowhere and I spilled my drink on Pete. It wasn't sad, it wasn't sweet, it was just a thing that was. The way you'd say Tuesday like it rhymed with just because. How you'd eat the oranges but leave the peel in little piles. 100 dusty nothings that I banked for later smiles. I still laugh about it, I still laugh about it. The way we were so young, we didn't know to doubt it. I still laugh about it, I still laugh about it. Every little stupid thing, I'm so glad we went and did it. Yeah, I'm glad we were in it. There was that time we missed the last bus on the 4th of July, and we walked home barefoot through the smell of burning sky. You were mad at me for something that I've long since let go, and we laughed so hard we couldn't even finish up the road. I saw a couple on the sidewalk yesterday about that age. She was hitting him with flowers, and it made my afternoon bright. And someone asked me recently if I had any regrets. I thought about the bathroom and the bus and the cigarettes, and I said no, not really, 'cause the story's in the scar. And I wouldn't change a single thing about how we traveled this far. How we traveled this far. I still laugh about it, I still laugh about it. The way we were so young, we didn't know to doubt it. I still laugh about it, I still laugh about it. Every little stupid thing, I'm so glad we went and did it. I'm so grateful we were in it. I still laugh about it, I still laugh about it. Sunlight on the floor.
We were sitting at the counter, she was buttering her toast, when she looked up with those serious eyes, asking who I loved most. Before her dad, before her name, before the kitchen clock, before the Sunday pancakes and the key turned in the lock. I stirred the sugar slowly, watching the steam begin to rise, and I saw a ghost of 20 reflecting in her eyes. I said, honey, there was someone a long and burning time ago. He taught me how to hold a hand and how to let it go. He isn't a shadow anymore. He's more like a quiet song, a melody I kept in a box where it always did belong. My daughter asked me if I ever loved somebody else before the man who is forever. My daughter asked me if I ever, and I told her yes, my love. And it's how I learned to gather all the pieces of the woman who became your happy mother. She wanted to know his name. I said it's just a secret ingredient now, like a spice inside the soup, or a whisper in a vow. She asked if I still cried. I said I'm not the crying kind. It's more like an old Polaroid of sunlight I don't hide. She nodded like a grown-up, then she went back to her crumbs. And I laughed because she has my habit of drumming with her thumbs. And I thought about the girl in the rain 20 years behind, who thought a broken heart was the only thing she'd find. I wish that I could tell her from this kitchen, from this light, that one day she'd be making toast and answering a question fair. My daughter asked me if I ever loved somebody else before the life we have together. My daughter asked me if I ever, and I told her yes, my love. And it's how I learned to weather every storm that brought me here to this quiet, holy weather. My daughter asked me if I ever, gently, I just smiled. Ticket stub fell from a drawer today. A movie we slept through, a life tucked away. You were sketching on a napkin, lost in the blue. I kept it like a secret I didn't want to be true. I didn't take a picture when you turned to go. Some things are brighter when they're left in the low. Moments I lost 'cause I didn't lift the lens. The boy with the freckles, the way the road ends. I don't grieve the silence, I don't chase the light. I just frame the shadows in the middle of the night. Photographs I never took, photographs I never took are the sweetest kind of album that I keep. Photographs I never took, photographs I never took are the only kind of memory that's deep. For the girl I was and the love we lost before I learned to look. My daughter found the shoebox on the highest shelf. She asked about the letter, she asked about myself. I told her they were colors from a coat I used to wear, beautiful and heavy and too much to bear. She closed the lid so gently, like she already knew that some stories are truer when they're half read through. And somewhere in a city, under different stars, he's laughing in a kitchen, healing all his scars. I hope he never captures the peace he finally found. I hope he lets the quiet be his only holy sound. Photographs I never took, photographs I never took are the sweetest kind of album that I keep. Photographs I never took, photographs I never took are the only kind of memory that's deep. For the girl I was and the love we lost, they're lovelier unhooked. Photographs I never took, never took, never took, softly unheld.
The tuxedo's hanging on the closet door, my brother snoring on the den's pull-out floor. I poured a glass of whiskey, stood beside the sink, and I thought of you for the first time in a long and quiet week. We used to meet every day at that diner on the bend. Thought the coffee and the summer and the laughing wouldn't end. Not to hurt, not to hold, just to honor what was real, like a letter to an address that the mail could never seal. And I thanked you for the fighting and the learning to be still, for the things I couldn't give you that I finally gave my wife, for the softness that you taught me when you walked out of my life, for the long unfolded lesson that I finally made my will. The
night before I said I do, the night before I knew that a vow was not a promise to the past we can undo. The night before I said I do, the moon was clear and new, and I blessed the girl of 20 who had loved me into truth, and I said I do. And I said I do. The kitchen window held a sliver of the gray. I remembered how we'd talk until the breaking of the day. I remembered how you laughed the first time that I made you cry. And I wasn't proud, I wasn't bitter, I was just a man at 30. Somewhere you were sleeping with a daughter at your side, and I raised my glass to the woman who had taught me how to try. In the morning there'll be flowers, and a father at the aisle, and a woman walking toward me with the whole world in her smile. But tonight is for the shadows, for the us that had to die, so I could look her in the eye and never have to lie. The night before I said I do, the night before I knew that a heart can hold two rivers and still run clear and true. The night before I said I do, the moon was clear and new, and I blessed the girl of 20, and I blessed the man I grew. The night before I said I do, said I do, said I do. Quietly, I thanked you.
The kitchen light is amber, the kettle's at a hum. My daughter's dancing, shadows on the wall. The summer I'd forgotten, like a long-lost friend, has let itself back in through the hall. The radio is playing something soft and low. I'm not crying, I'm just watching the embers glow. I was 20 with a heart too wild to hold, buying silver when I should've looked for gold. But the girl who used to tremble found a steady beat. She traded the wildfire for the summer heat. The years were kind, the years were kind. They took the door I couldn't close and locked it from inside. I don't miss them like a wound, I miss sing like a song. I've forgotten all the words, but the melody lives on. The years were kind, and I've moved on. My daughter has a laugh that clears the heavy air. He holds my mornings with a gentle hand. I wouldn't trade this Tuesday for the August we once shared, or the house we built on shifting desert sand. The window's full of evening, the sky is violet blue. I've got everything I wanted and a love that's true. If the girl I was could see me at the sink tonight, she'd be frightened of the silence. She'd be looking for a fight, but I'd whisper, honey, trust me, the quiet is a gift. It's the anchor in the ocean, it's the ending of the drift. The years were kind, the years were kind. I forgave the ghosts of us for what we couldn't find. And the love I finally have is the one I almost missed. He's leaning in the doorway, and I'm crossing off the list. The years were kind, oh, they were kind. The years were kind, so kind, so kind. Just a hum, and then I'm gone.
It's raining on the city like it did that April night when you ran across the avenue chasing down the light. I was laughing on the corner, just a ghost inside the mist, and I'm still holding on to every moment that we missed. 10 years in a winter couldn't wash the slate quite clean, but the rain knows every secret of the boy I might have been. I was reckless with your silence, I was loud when I was wrong, building castles out of whispers, then I tear them down by dawn. But the boy beneath the street lamp, he's a stranger I still know. He's the part of me I finally had to let go. It's a 20-year-old rain, 20-year-old rain, falling on a man who's finally through with the blame. I'm not reaching for a shadow, I'm not running from the pain, I'm just standing in the blessing of a 20-year-old rain. Let it wash, let it stay, it's a beautiful day. Somewhere you're at a table, tucked away from the cold, smoothing down her golden hair as the evening starts to fold. I see it
like a movie through a window blurred by gray. And for the first time in my life, I don't wanna look away. The rain is getting heavier, but my heart is feeling light, knowing you are warm and safe and finally out of sight. And if the sky is crying, it's not for you and me. It's just a long due baptism to set the memory free. I'm standing in a puddle where the old versions dissolve into the quiet peace of a long overdue resolve. It's a 20-year-old rain, 20-year-old rain, falling on a man who's finally found his own name. I'm not asking for an answer, there's no ghost left to restrain. I'm just standing in the mercy of a 20-year-old rain. Oh, let it rain, let it rain. 20-year-old rain, rain on me, let it be. I'm clean now. I heard it secondhand today at the corner store. A casual word like a weather report, nothing more. You were married in the spring to a girl with a quiet name, in the chapel by the river, far from the reach of blame. The floor didn't tilt, the world didn't lose its light. I just held my bag of apples and kept the secret tight. There's a kind of news that settles like dust upon a shelf. You don't brush it off, you just keep it to yourself. And I wondered at the woman who had learned to love you slow, all the tenderness she offered that I didn't know to show. A wedding in the spring, a wedding in the spring. I hope the river ran forever and the bells had mouths to sing. A wedding in the spring, a wedding in the spring. I was nowhere in the pictures, and that's a quiet, holy thing. I drove home in the afternoon through the tunnels of green, thinking of the vows we made and the ones we didn't mean. Not with any bitterness, not with a heavy chest, just the way a story feels when it finally finds its rest. My daughter asked me what was wrong. I smiled and shook my head. I said I heard an old song playing somewhere in my chest. And
Saturday. I hope the sky was wide. I hope she laughed at every joke you tucked away inside. I hope you danced the way you used to, clumsy and sincere. I'm glad you found a mountain that you didn't have to climb. A wedding in the spring, a wedding in the spring. I hope the river ran forever and the bells had mouths to sing. A wedding in the spring, a wedding in the spring. I was nowhere in the pictures, and that's the gift that love can keep. A wedding in the spring, in the spring, so green, softly elsewhere.
There's a hairline crack above my bedroom door. I've been meaning to paint it for a year, or maybe 4. But every Tuesday morning when the sun is at a lean, it traces out a golden line, a path I've never seen. It cuts across your photograph right where we used to bend, and I just let the light do the thing I couldn't do myself. I held my breath like it was gold, I kept the windows tight. I thought the only way to heal was hiding from the light. But a crack is not a failure, it's a promise in the wall that the house still has a memory of the sun before the fall. This is where the light gets in, where the light gets in, through the jagged edges of the man I've been. This is where the light gets in, where the light gets in, shining on the boy I used to be, slowly setting him free. Setting him free. The neighbor's little girl is taking steps out in the hall. She's laughing at the gravity every time she has to fall. And I think about the letter that I wrote but never sent, the one that said I'm sorry for every way we've been. I hope the wind has told you, I hope you understand that the light is finally reaching every corner of my hand. Still can ring, even if they're torn. Nothing is too broken for the mercy of the morn. I don't need a perfect story, I don't need the ending hope. I just need the gold to find the winter in my soul. This is where the light gets in, where the light gets in, through the silent place
place is where the healing can begin. This is where the light gets in.